Hey guys, Zillion Fries back in another video review. I need to keep quiet again because again it is early in the morning and people are still sleeping. But otherwise than that, here we have the final Bioformer before the Bioformer break. It's not like I'm done making them. I'm just gonna take a little break, review some other stuff that I made, and then probably in like about 2 to 3 weeks I'll start doing Bioformer reviews again. So yeah, here we have Bioformer Arctillery. Now, Arctillery, as you can tell, is a tank. Of course, it's not supposed to be any specific kind of tank, it's just a tank. He's got these little just technic beams to just kind of imagine that they're treads, because I wanted to make at least like some form of like fake treads. I tried to do real ones like with actual like real like Lego treads, but all I had, it just didn't work out. It was just too wide. It just blocked everything off for transformation. It just didn't work. So I just went to go with some, I don't know, imagination thing. Just made just technic beams. Oh well. It's really not that big of a difference. He wouldn't be able to roll anyway with those treads because they would actually have to be locked into place. But whatever. So yeah. So it's a tank, got a much wider base on the bottom and then a much smaller base on the top. It's got the turret, which I actually did wish that this was a little bit longer, and I can make it longer. I just forgot to do it before the review, so here we are. Yeah, front actually looks pretty nice. It has a nice angled front, which I like because most tanks actually do have like a slight angled front. Helps with, getting over different terrain. You can see back is actually really clean. Has this big shell piece that covers up most of the holes. So you take off that shell piece, you can see the inside. So this actually helps put it on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tank. You can kind of slide around because like these have much less friction, so you can just be like, woo. But yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, let's just get him, or artillery, transformed. First thing we need to do is just take this entire assembly, which you can probably guess are the arms, and just fold them all the way out. I'm gonna warn you beforehand, this transformation is a bit fiddly. It's not my favorite, but it's really all I could do. Now you can see the entire turret assembly, and you just have to pop that right off. Yep. Pop that off. You just rotate these technic beams forward and then these ones around. And then here we have his gun. But we'll just leave that off to the side for right now. Next, you can take this assembly, this other torso assembly, fold it all the way up, like so. Next, what we want to do is come to the back. You can see the legs are actually neatly tucked right in there, which I actually do really like how this came out, how they actually really look nice and compact and actually fill out most of, the sides of the tank. Yeah, we're just gonna fold them all the way down. Flip these around so that the panels are on the outside. Rotate these and then kind of cording them in like so. Next, rotate the feet. And now this part is a bit tricky. What you'll have to do, sorry you can't see that. Hold on. There we go. What you're gonna have to do is take these panels and shell pieces attached to this bunch of ball joints and hinges, and you just have to kind of fiddle with it so that it can get all the way down and into almost this cavity section, which is not always the easiest bit to do, but you actually want to do that. Let's kind of get it shoved in there. Sorry if you can see that well. I really just... Oop. It's a bit fiddly. Now we want to do... Actually... Just take this entire assembly, actually fold it downward, so pieces will break. Let's see, like that. You just, ooh, sorry about that, guys. It's a bit cramped setup, especially with this dude and all of his weird trickery. So you just want to take this entire section, kind of like fold it downward, and then flip this upward, like so. To just rearrange that like so. Stand them up. Now what we can do is pull that shell bit. And then kind of rearrange the arms so that they can be a bit more flush, I guess. I don't know. It's a very, very weird transformation where things just want to get in the way of each other. I'm just gonna do that, yeah. Doesn't always work out the way I wanted to, but so yeah, I'm just gonna get the arms situated the way we want. And then finally, you can take the big old tread pieces and then actually split them like so. Ew, pieces are falling off. Split them like so, so that they'll be... Oh, this one's rotated, so okay. But yeah, split them like that, and kind of like rest them onto the shoulders, like so. And here we have Arctillery in his robot mode. Now, you can tell that was probably not my favorite transformation. I mean, I do like how the way the robot mode looks now. It's actually as much, you know, beefier, almost torso section, much taller. I don't know, arm, like the arm placement's much taller, much more thick. But it's just too much fiddling around. And actually, funny story about this guy, he was actually not even supposed to be his own separate character. I actually tried to make almost like, if you guys know what Transformers is, you probably know what duocons are, which I actually have a few right here, where it's a Transformer that has two separate vehicle modes, in this case a tank and a jet. They transform into a singular robot mode. This guy was actually supposed to be the legs of the duocon. He was originally just a small little tank, and that there was actually a jet torso piece, but it just didn't turn out well. So I just decided to make him, add a couple extra pieces on him, just give him a few more, you know, a much better color scheme, and just called him another Transformer. So yeah, so he wasn't really designed as, you know, his own separate character. I just kind of put a bunch of other I don't know, pieces on him to call him one. But, you know, I don't hate him. He's definitely not my least favorite, but he's also not my favorite. But yeah, other than that, he actually does look pretty decently. His main colors are mostly gunmetal gray, black, this red, and then he has some green eyes. And then actually the singular translucent orange piece, which I actually like to think is where his, I don't know, where it's like his most energon's like flowing through him. But yeah, he has his nice little rifle here. It's actually one of my favorite guns that I made for a Bioformer. It's actually nice and long, you know, looks like he'll do some damage. It looks high caliber. But yeah, it's got regular articulation, 3, technically 4 in the legs if you count that, but I really don't. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the arms because of the way transformation is. He has to have some extra joints in the back, and then 2 in the head because he has another joint right there. But sadly, his articulation does get in the way, or some pieces get in the way of his articulation, mainly the tread shoulder pieces, which you can tell they're just a lot larger and they stick out from both the front and back. And also these little shell pieces that help to cover up some things in the tank mode. So yeah, it gets in the way of his, you know, articulation. Size-wise, I would say he's probably, I don't know. Here we have Siege Optimus Prime. Siege Optimus Prime. Titans Return to Inferno. And then Studio Series Leader Blackout, if you can see. So yeah, I would say he's actually probably a little bit larger than Voyager class, but not quite as tall as Leader class. So he's just somewhere in the middle. But yeah, that's pretty much it for artillery. After this, it's now gonna be just, I want to say, various reviews. I'm still gonna do Lego stuff. Maybe one more Transformers if you want, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And as always, I am Zillion Frogs. I say like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.